Hey friends, we are back in the Outback.
And back off-road,
We are in Ikara
otherwise known as the Flinders Ranges.
with all the flies. We first tried to visit the Flinders Ranges almost 3 months ago on our trip through Outback, South Australia. We had some crazy weather, which made for wet, muddy roads, causing a few problems with the van, from a stripped fan belt, a shot bearing and a blown sidewall in one of our tyres. We headed to Adelaide to get these issues fixed, then Nigel got called away to work and I headed to Melbourne to visit family. We really wanted to revisit this area, so we organised this 3,000 kilometre detour back to Outback, South Australia. Was it worth it? Oh hell yes. The incredible scenery, the wildlife and the adventures we had in the Flinders Ranges confirmed to us that this is one of our favourite places on our entire 3-year trip around Australia. We drove through the Barossa Valley where it was cool to see the grapevines with leaves on them now. Our route took us north through farmland until the Flinders Ranges came into view. We passed through Hawker and continued on the Outback Highway, turning off on the Moralana Scenic Drive. This is an alternate route into the Flinders Ranges along a 25 kilometre dirt road. The scenery was beautiful and we spotted our first emus. We camped for 2 nights at Rawnsley Park Station, a working sheep station which doubles as a large caravan park. Their unallocated bush camping area was great. Good morning friends!
Hey guys.
We are here, well we're not quite in Ikara Flinders Ranges National Park. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. Some really good off-road adventures, both in the van and on foot, and maybe even on the bikes. Now the good thing about being just outside the national park, Nige,
What's that too?
we can fly the drone here.
Yeah, ripper.
We've come to look at this famous tree called the Casno tree, which was made famous by the photographer Harold Casno. It's a Red River gum, of which there are a great many along here. We will try and recreate Harold Casno's famous photo. So he took the photo in 1937, which is pretty cool. It's almost 100 years ago. And the tree is still standing. These are the photos that we took of it.
And what it spoke to us was what Harold was talking about back in 1937 when he took this photo, and he called it the spirit of endurance. And those trees that we saw yesterday, and again this one here, you know, they've been through so much, and I won't read the whole poem, but just to know that it spoke to him in a way of just how awesome nature is and how it can get through all sorts of drama.
We left the sealed road and took the scenic route through Bunyaroo Gorge. We'd seen pictures of this drive and honestly, pictures just don't do it justice. The first part of the drive isn't too exciting, but soon enough the mountains come into view and it becomes more and more spectacular. We're kind of a bit speechless here, guys.
But bloody, yeah, blown away. Wow.
We have just stopped at the Bunyaroo Lookout, which is the first lookout on the Bunyaroo Gorge Drive. Yeah,
check it out.
We have no words. Just look at this.
What a place to have coffee.
Yes, coffee!
Put the belly on more.
Please do, Nigel. It's amazing. And we're the only people here.
There's a top spot.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So because no drones are allowed in the national park, I'm actually standing up here on this rise and the road goes down there. So I'm going to film Nigel driving down there from here. Oh my gosh, friends, this just keeps getting better and better.
It's just majestical, isn't it?
So we're now in the Bunyaroo Gorge. It's not a particularly deep gorge. We're following this river along, had a couple of river crossings, making things interesting. It's a bit jaggedy ass.
Steep.
This scenic drive also took us through Brachina Gorge. It just kept getting better. Stopped for a cup of tea. Yeah. How epic is this? Bit of a traffic jam on the road.
We've got a standoff here.
I know.
We've got a standoff. The great emu standoff.
Off you go, emus. So we've just stopped to look at these rock wallabies. There's two there. There's another one of these stumpy tails or shinglebacks, whatever you want to call them, on the road.
God.
Just waiting for him to cross. There's only a little one. Good morning, friends. Breakfast time in the van. Nigel's just had his mushrooms. Then we are going to head into Wilpena Pound, and today we're going to do some hiking. Morning, emu. First up, we've come to the Wilpena Pound Visitor Centre. So we need to pay our national park fees here. It's $13 per vehicle per day. And this is also where we're going to find some information on which are the best walks to do, we want to spend the day hiking today, so whether we do one longer hike or a couple of shorter hikes, not sure. We'll get some information here. We've got an absolutely beautiful day for hiking today. The weather is in the low 20s. I think it's about 23 degrees. Beautiful blue skies. So the trail we're walking today is called the Wangara Lookouts Trail, and it leaves from the Wilpena Pound Visitor Centre.
Alright, so we must be here.
Yeah.
And we're going to go along here, following the gap, and we'll make a right turn and head up to the Wangara Lookout. And so what, an 8k turn?
Yeah. As we're walking along the river here, dry river, we're seeing a lot of these trees that have been severely damaged by fire, but they survive, and not only that, but thrive. This one's lost a few limbs, but this tree is absolutely incredible and probably one of the best examples of a burnt out tree but still alive. What do you reckon, Nige? Spot for a Nigel dive? Nope.
Oh, look at that. It's a big bugger.
Check this tree out. Like, there's a hollow in it.
I think you need to go down there and look.
I'm not getting in that hollow. There could be all sorts of spiders and stuff in there. And how am I going to get in there anyway, Nigel? Like, the tree stretches all the way across the river. Oh, Nigel's going in.
Let's totally a little home here.
Is there like spiders and stuff in there?
I think I've seen everything now.
Oh,
A tree with legs.
so there's a couple of signboards here, and then through the trees you can see the rebuilt old Hills homestead that the Hills family started back at 1888.
Mm-hmm.
It's really interesting to read on these signboards here the history of this area told through the eyes of a young pastoralist's daughter and also an Indigenous woman. This is the front of the sculpture, which tells the creation story of Wilpena Pound. So there's a little signboard on the back of this sculpture telling the creation story. The Wilpena Pound was created by two spirit beings, powerful dreaming serpents, who ate a whole bunch of people and became very full, so they laid down and willed themselves to die. And their bodies created the walls of the pound, and St Mary's Peak is the head of the female dreaming serpent. So now we're leaving the Hills homestead and we're walking up to the lookouts. There are two lookouts, lower and upper. It's quite rough with uneven steps, but it's not so long. It's only about 700 metres. While it was pretty cool to look out over the entire Wilpena Pound, to be honest, we think there's much better scenery around other parts of the national park.
Yeah, perfect spot, yeah. They take the stalking through there.
Yeah. And into the pound.
We're caught up with the feral goats. Little billy goats there. Little guys. Oh, having a bit. Oh, there was a bit of tussle. There you go. Look. Oh, look at that. Give him some of that. Wow. Big meanie.
Throughout the park are these humorous signs about the bounce back, which is where they're trying to reintroduce a lot of the species and, I guess, turn back time. This one is really sobering.
Not so humorous, is it?
No, when you look at all those species which are now extinct, well over half of them.
What have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chicks.
A flock of eagles. Missing.
They're going to the fuel station over there.
Come on, little chick.
Oh, yeah. Oh, how cool is that? Rather thirsty, aren't they?
Yeah.
So we just told that's Dad. She does all the hard work laying the eggs. And she goes, right, Dad, you can look after the kids now. I've done my bit.
Next stop today is Arkaroo Rock. So this is where we're going to see some Aboriginal rock art. We thought this walk was 45 minutes. That's what the guy in the visitor centre told us. And we've just seen that it's a 3-kilometre walk that's going to take us 2 hours.
Well, I guess
maybe
no,
that's like time
yeah.
for looking at the rock art.
Yeah, I'd say it should be a little bit quicker than that.
Yeah. Shouldn't take us 2 hours to walk 3 kilometres. Yeah. Our tip would be come in the morning, because then you're going to have the sun behind you lighting the beautiful cliff in front of you. This is looking promising. So the good news is there's this bloody great fence protecting it. The bad news is there's no signboards or anything telling us.
Yeah, what's what?
But that's often the Indigenous way. Only those with the right to know get to know.
With the knowledge.
When we returned to the car park, we learned from a signboard there that this rock art tells the story of the creation of Wilpena Pound. Right, so we're back from the hike. I'll have to consult with Nigel and see exactly how long it did take us. I think he had Strava running. Wasn't quite 2 hours, but I think it might have been longer than 45 minutes, but we were legging it. We're just a little bit mindful because we want to get to this place called Stokes Hill, which is where we're going for the sunset this afternoon. We are seeing all the wildlife today. We've just stopped for a stumpy-tailed lizard.
Look at him go! What a legend!
Look kids, Big Ben. I mean, another emu.
Hey, oh.
So we've come up to Stokes Hill Lookout. Drive up was a bit sketchy, but we're up here now, and as you can see, it's a communications tower. But yeah, we've pretty much got 360-degree views from here, which is pretty incredible. So there's a few information signs. There's also a big relief map of everything that we're seeing. It's nice when we arrived. It's now getting quite crowded. Sun is just about to set.
Sun goes down.
Cheers, friends. It's after 9 o'clock, Nigel. It's okay to be in bed.
100% though, it's after 9. We've just got back from the shower, eating some leftovers. It's been a big day.
I had a piece of toast for tea.
Toast, yeah. I've just got a bit of leftovers, and I'm going to consider going out and having a crack at some astrophotography.
Good morning, friends. We had a 5 a.m. alarm this morning to come watch the sunrise here at Bunyaroo Gorge. We're at the Razorback Lookout again. Nigel's just out setting up the cameras. I am making some porridge for our breakfast, And the sun is just about to show her face. Over there. So Nigel's just there getting set up. Our friends there are making bacon. Even though I have not eaten meat for 6 years, the smell of bacon still does it for me. Not as much as poor old Nige. But yeah, anyway, we're having porridge. Our biggest challenge this morning was not getting up. It was playing Dodge the Bunny on the way here. We reckon we saw at least 100 rabbits, and there may have been a couple that ran under the tyres. We really tried to dodge them. We do have to go back the same way, so we might have to do a body count. Not happy. Sun is just about to pop over that ridge there, but the colours up on the cliff are incredible. It's a bit sad when you get up at 5 a.m. for the sunrise and you don't get a good one. The sun's hitting everywhere but the ridge. For our last adventure here in the Flinders Ranges, we're actually going to jump on the bikes and head up around the Rawnsley Bluff. There's a cycle path there. I think it's part of the Mawson Trail, which is a 200-kilometre bike trail that runs through the whole of the Flinders Ranges. Except, looks like Nigel's having trouble finding his pedal. Have you got it, Nige?
Huh?
You got it?
No.
Oh dear.
There's the spanner and the thing. It's normally in a little...
Yeah, it's in a little bag.
Bag, yeah.
Of course, I wasn't thinking about it being spring and magpie season before I agreed to go on a bike ride today. Pray for Sue. I hate magpies.
Start with, lead the way. For a 10k pedal, and it's just a bit windy today. And that's the Rawnsley Bluff from the south side. It's always good to be bigger than me.
So in the end, Nige, I think that was actually a good ride.
Yeah, like...
The last little bit was good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the track was a bit sort of underdone. No,
Yeah,
what's the word?
underdeveloped.
Underdeveloped. So
Yeah.
you can't fault the scenery.
No, it was good.
Geez, is there a bit of reflection going on?
Chrome dome.
Chrome dome.
So the big question is, was the 3,000 kilometre detour worth it? What do you reckon, Nige?
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. We're so grateful to have seen what we've just seen.
Flinders was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it lived up to its expectations that we held in our minds, and then some. Fantastic.
So if you've enjoyed this off-road adventure in the Outback, you'll probably enjoy this video too. Thanks so much for watching this one, and we'll see you next time.
See you guys.
We are in Ikara.
Flinders Ranges. No, that was a bit blur.
Hey friends, we are back in the Outback.
And back off road.
We're in Ikara.
Or as more commonly... ruddy flies.
We are in... We are in Ikara.
What was I supposed to say?
Otherwise,
I couldn't think of the first. Yeah, take 3. Hello.
hey friends, we are...
Not the stupid man. Okay.
Hey friends,
Hey
we
guys.
are... Silence!
I kill you. I kill you. I kill me.